Get rid of it now, today, literally. Hey everybody, welcome to her tarot readings. I know this is a little bit different type of way that you guys are seeing me versus how you guys see me on live a lot. So this is gonna be my first video. That's my first talking video. Usually I do a lot of tarot videos, but I wanted to sit here and do a talking video because a lot of people ask me certain questions on my lives, and I feel the same energy. A lot of the same energy is having a low self-esteem. And so today I wanted to talk about how to boost your self-esteem. And I apologize if I talk too much. I'm going to try my best to stay on the topic and be straightforward. If you are somebody like me who gets kind of like over it quickly, make sure you go down to like the little settings on the video and fast forward the video so that the video goes quicker than what you would expect. While I do this, I'm going to do some makeup. Now, I really wasn't prepared like how I usually am. So again, if you're like me, use this video as background noise so that you can at least hear it, but you don't have to stay, engaged fully. So at least you can get the message out of what I'm saying. So I think it might be a little longer than what I'm expecting it to be, but hey, I really want to get this message out to you guys because I just really want you guys to be able to understand things, especially in the way that I understand things. I'm a researcher, so a lot of times I need to know what things mean before I can fully understand it. So I'm not going to really go deep into telling you what I'm using and everything. Maybe in the future, if you're interested, and we can maybe do a live and we can talk about it. But right now, I'm just going to do the makeup. Hopefully it's good because I'm not doing it the same way that I usually do it. So again, we're going to talk about self-esteem, how to boost your self-esteem. First of all, a lot of people don't really understand what self-esteem means, or they may understand what it means and they just don't get it. It's sometimes people know something, but they don't comprehend it, if you know what I mean. So today my goal is to allow you or assist you in comprehending what I am telling you guys. I'm going to do a basic makeup look too. Nothing too much because I'm not a makeup artist or anything. So self-esteem. So when you look at the word self-esteem, the word self is just your own personal, right? So personal, you, your body, who you are. So you look in the mirror, who are you? That is yourself. Your esteem is an action. It can also be a thing. So action is things that we do. So we're always, esteeming. I don't know if that's a word, but we're always esteeming things. We're always valuing or identifying what we value things as. Everybody has a different level of esteem for certain things. So like, for instance, for somebody, we're going to use this water bottle a lot. For somebody, this water bottle could be highly valued. To somebody else, it could be lowly valued. It depends on their own understanding, what they know, what they've learned, all of those things. So esteem can be different for everybody, even if it's the same thing. So let's look more. So esteem is an action and a thing. I wrote my notes, so I'm looking to the side. So to esteem something means to estimate or determine the value or worth. So anytime you're looking at your own personal self-esteem, you are identifying what you are worth, right? And again, I want to mention that everybody's idea of esteem is different for the same thing. It doesn't mean that it's not valuable still. It just means that that person doesn't value it the same as another person. So now that you understand what it means to esteem, to value, to worth something, I want to go a little deeper, give you a little bit of example. So again, we take this water bottle. This is a plastic water bottle that I bought in bulk. Now, where I live, you can go, it's hot as heck outside. You can go outside and you will see people selling water bottles on the side of the street. Now, for me, I keep water in my car very often. I like to stay hydrated, and I also have AC in my car. For somebody else who may not have that water in their car or something like that, they may be more prompt to paying however much it is to get that water bottle versus me who doesn't care that much, right? On another hand, when you think about it, there are some people who don't believe in drinking out of a plastic bottle. Some people who prefer to drink water out of a glass bottle, or they don't like this brand because they know something about spring water versus purified water. So again, just because somebody else has a different understanding or a different desire for their own lifestyle, they're going to value this water differently than what I will value it at, right? So look at your own personal self. There are some things in which you're not going to do because you don't value it as much as somebody else. Some people value going outside and going on nature walks. Some people value playing video games. Not everybody values it. Everybody has a different understanding. So always remember, just because you value something as something else does not mean somebody else is going to value it the same. Oh, I think I kind of messed up. I didn't mean to do too much with this. But again, we outside, so freak it, you know? Let me go back over this. But, so, again, when you think about valuing something, having a different esteem for something, you've probably seen online, you go online and you're looking for something to buy. You go on Amazon, you find it differently than how much it would be in the store. Why is it priced differently on Amazon than how much is in the store? It's based on the customer's preference. It's based on I don't know the word that you will say, but like the accessibility, how easily it is I can get it versus getting it on Amazon. You know, Amazon's going to send it straight to your door. If you're in the store, you can pick it up and take it home. So again, that's going to be another reason why things are going to be based differently, is based on the value that it gives to the customer. And so as a person, for yourself, you are always giving value to somebody, even if you don't understand the value that you get, or even if you don't believe or have the same understanding of the value as somebody else may have. So for instance, some people are super smart, super good at computers and stuff, but they're natural. It comes natural to them to be that person. So they may not value that skill as much as somebody else who is completely like ignorant to computers and stuff like that. So again, you have to understand your skills, what skills you have, in order to understand your value. And again, not everybody's going to value it the same. You can't be upset because somebody doesn't value the way you feel like you should be valued. But you should definitely have your boundaries, and you should definitely, you know, keep a positive group of people around you who will value the way that you desire to be valued. So let's see, what's next? So don't incorrectly value yourself. And when we're talking more about skills and actual appearances as well. Do not incorrectly value yourself. Again, there are some people who don't want a skinny person to be in a relationship with. There are some people who don't want a bigger person to be in a relationship with. Just because they don't want that does not mean that you have to lower your value. It just means that you need to put yourself in different environments. But understand who you are. Well, is this skill, or is this character or physical appearance that I have truly valuable to me? This is where we get to your own self-esteem. Is it valuable to me? Sometimes some people don't like their weight. Either they feel like they're not big enough, or they feel like they're too big, or they feel like they just are a little bit uncomfortable with whatever type of weight that they have. So is that valuable to who you are, to who you want to be? Not just who you are, but who you want to be. Let me try to do this eyeliner. Okay, that looks cool. So, that was quick. So now that you have like a basic understanding of self-esteem, because again, I don't want this to be the longest video in the world or anything, but now that you have a basic understanding of self-esteem, what are some things that you can do to boost your self-esteem? So, number one, one of the most important things that I think about when it comes to boosting your self-esteem is the environment that you're in. So I'm going to do this real quick and then I'll finish talking. Okay, we're just going to stick with it. I don't really like it. It's not sharp enough, but hey. You got to do what you got to do. So the environment that you are putting yourself in consistently. If you are in a dirty environment, if you're in an environment where people are okay with littering, where people are okay with being poor, where people are okay with the, like, you know, raggedy things, then that is how you esteem yourself. You are okay with being in that type of environment. If you are in an environment that has a lot of crime, and I'm not saying that, you know, if you're in this environment that this is your fault, but if you're in this environment and you're not making like plans to leave or trying to figure out ways to improve your environment, then that means you're okay, and that's how you value yourself at. So for instance, when I moved to a certain city, I didn't just move just based 100% on what I could afford, because I understand that I'm going to be changing and that the environment is going to severely affect my self-esteem and how I value myself. So I made sure that I had certain things that I wanted to live near. Even though I don't shop at Whole Foods, I want to live near Whole Foods. I want to live near a tropical smoothie. I love the environment that I live in. Doesn't mean that I live in an expensive environment. No, I probably have one of the cheapest apartments in my environment. But I made sure to know what I wanted to surround myself with to allow myself to have a certain esteem. Now imagine if you go and you live in an environment and the things that surround you is Dollar Tree, Sonic, Walmart. Those are not things that's going to make you feel valuable, or those are not things that's going to improve your self-esteem. So you have to start thinking about, what do I need in my environment to make myself feel valuable? Your environment is a direct reflection of who you are. And including environment, that includes the people who you surround yourself with on a consistent basis. So, are the people that you surround yourself with making you feel good about yourself? Are they achieving goals? Are they doing something with their lives that makes you feel like, wow, this is my friend, I love her. I have a friend who I love so much. She's such a hard worker, and she's so beautiful. Hey Alexis, if you're watching this, she don't really be on YouTube like that. She's a TikTok girly, but I love my friend. She's so beautiful, and like, when I hang out with her, I always feel good. I've had other people in my life where they had low self-esteem, and they would feel kind of like upset when they would be around me because they felt like, oh, I wish this or I wish this. And I'm not comparing like 100%. Like, I'm not saying that those people were bad. That's just the life that I was in at that moment. And that's just what those people was experiencing at that moment. But because I surrounded myself with those people, it made me want to lower who I was and constrict, I can't say the word for some reason, constrict who I am at that moment in order to allow other people to feel better about themselves. And so it made me lower my self-esteem. Surround yourself with people who are going to make you want to do better. Healthy competition. And when I say competition, doesn't mean y'all are in competition. What is the real word? Like, healthy, they make you want to do better. Role models. Healthy role models. Because it's not a competition, y'all. Not in a competition, but y'all are, it's definitely a role model for you. Somebody you can look at and be like, oh, I love this about you. I wish, or I want to be more like this because you make it seem like that, you know? So this was really a quick makeup look. It took me a little bit of time to do all this extra stuff. So some more things that you can do. Look at what you are wearing, especially if you're looking at dating. If you are looking to date a certain type of person, you need to look at what you're wearing. When I was 21, I wore some of the same things, so I'm only 25, but I wear a lot more skimpier, tighter outfits. As I get older, as I become a professional in my career, I wear more professional clothing. And when I wear more professional clothing, I attract more professional men. So you have to think about, what am I wearing? Because that is how you're valuing yourself. People don't know you personally until they talk to you. So they're going to judge you based off their first appearance. So if you're walking around in baggy clothing, oversized clothing, clothes that are not attractive to the direct physical eyes to other people, they're going to judge you on that. Okay, does it make it okay for people to judge you? No. But that's the natural thing of what humans do, is judge. Negatively and positively is how we survive. That's literally how we survive. So you have to understand and be empathize with other people and say, well, what do other people think of me when they first see me? Am I actually going out the house and presenting myself in a way that makes people want to interact with me? Some people who go out and wear the most colorful, brightest clothing, and it attracts people to them because they're like, oh, she looks interesting, I want to talk to her, you know? So you have to understand, well, what can I do if I want a certain outcome? What can I do in order to get that outcome? Yeah, this is cute. This is one of my favorite hairstyles for the summer. Whether it's like dry like this or like coily, it's just like giving. So let me see if I can do the lashes. That'll be my last thing, and then I'll be done with the makeup look. So, like I was saying, what are you wearing? What are you putting on? Are your titties out? Do you look like a stripper? Are you wearing the same clothing that music stars like Megan Thee Stallion, and the City Girls is wearing? Where are you wearing those to? I'm not saying that you cannot wear those outfits, but know your environment, know who you're trying to attract, be more strategic in regards to that, because at the end of the day, again, people have the right to judge you. And I'm not saying negatively, like they can judge you and condemn you to a certain way of life, but they have the right to say, oh, she looks homeless or she looks like a hoe, if that's their first thought. Not out loud, of course. I'm not saying that people need to bully you, but understand. I hope you understand what I mean. What are some more things that you can do? Again, that talks about making yourself up, making yourself presentable. One thing that I've had, to learn is makeup. I was not a big makeup girly, and I still am learning. I did not wear makeup to work. Guess what? I didn't wear makeup to work. I did the bare minimum at work, and although I am a beautiful girl, I feel like that affected me still. Oh, I cannot. This is not sticking. So this is magnetic lashes, and I really like them, but it's not sticking. It's not doing the magnet. There you go. I do still feel like that affected me, not making myself up at work. So again, let's go back to environment. Look at your environment, your home environment. Are there things in your home environment, clothes in your home environment, that when you put on, it just makes you feel like, get rid of it now, today, literally. Because at the end of the day, you have to understand that you are in charge of certain things. Yes, there are some things that's in our home environment, like family members, that we cannot get rid of. But objects that we may own that makes us not feel the best about ourselves, you can get rid of it. And the fun thing about it is that a lot of times when you get rid of things like this, life works in such a way to where you attract something better. Like way better. More aligned to who you want to be. Okay, it's giving. This is the look for today. I don't know if I really like this. Oh, I like that better. We're going to do that. Let me see if I can try it. Even speaking of how to boost your self-esteem, try a lot of different things. You don't have to go outside after you try it. Try it in the house. Do things that you would not do. Do things last minute, not last minute, but, do things that you are not normally used to, so that you can have different choices. so you can make better decisions. That's a whole different conversation that I can go into on a different day. Not this video because it's going to be too long. So let's go ahead and go through these. Make yourself up. Look at your environment. Get rid of things in your environment that are not healthy for, that does not make you feel good about yourself. Look at the things that you wear. What do you believe about who you are? Look at what you believe about who you are, because if you believe that you deserve to be in dirty environments, you're going to maintain in dirty environments. If your home is dirty, when you walk outside of your home, you're going to automatically subconsciously believe that it's okay to be in dirty environments. Clean your home. Clean your clothes. Clean your face. Clean your body daily. These are things that's going to boost your self-esteem. Look at who you interact with. Look at the environment that you interact with. Listen to your intuition. That is one thing that a lot of people have a hard time with, which is another thing that I can make a video on one day. When I, get all the things that I need to know about it. But listen to your intuition. If you do not listen to your intuition, then there will be a time where it will backfire. I just want to note one thing that I forgot is expressing gratitude for the things that you are already good at, the skills, the characteristics, and the beauty that you have. This is actually one of the most important things, and I forgot to write it down because oftentimes we look out at what other people have and we want what other people have, and we forget that we ourselves have so many beautiful talents and skills and so many beautiful things about us. Are the way we walk, are the way we talk, the way we see, our eyes, our nails, our beauty. There's so many things that's already beautiful about us that we forget. So that is something else that I want you guys to remember to do when you're trying to boost your self-esteem. Get out a pencil and a paper and actually do the work to write it down. Don't just type it out. Actually write it. It feels so much better to write these things down and say, what do I like about myself? And then have like a whole list. So yeah, that's another thing. And then, so one of the last things that I want to tell you is to set small goals for yourself. When I say small goals, I'm not saying small goal is travel to a whole different continent. No, I mean, that's small to you. But small goals like clean a certain thing, go somewhere maybe in your environment, take a walk, try a new makeup look, try something different. Small goals like that, and accomplish them. Keep a to-do list and put like however many things you need to do. Don't try to do them all in one day. But one of the funnest things that I have experienced is writing a to-do list and then looking back at my to-do list like throughout the day and being like, oh, I forgot I did that. Let me mark this off. I already did that. I didn't need the to-do list to do my work, of course, but it's like, I did that. Thank you, Meiana, for doing what you do. So hopefully that helped you guys with your self-esteem. Comment below what you think about the videos and anything that I didn't personally include in this video that you've done to boost your self-esteem. Please put that in the video. I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye. And remember, if you're interested in getting to your idea of success and identifying your goals, identifying how to accomplish those goals, make sure you check out my book, You Are Programmed, on Amazon. The link will be below.